Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another game from Duos and Dark Calls, the team tournament for Fury of Dracula for 2025. And hello to everybody who's watching this live on Twitch. Hello to everybody who's watching this back after the fact on YouTube. And we've got here a match between two relative newcomers to the community. We have Azaghal8 playing as the Hunters and AndreZot playing as Dracula. And alongside me in the commentary booth is fellow admin and fellow participant in this tournament, Snuffleupagus is here.
Hello, hello. Thanks for having me, Scott Sword. And I'm going to knock this out of the way. I'm going to renew my Prime subscription because I love your channel that much.
Aww.
Shameless plug for the Scott Sword channel.
That's so kind, thank
Boom.
you.
Prime sub. Highly recommend it.
There you go, cheeky little sound effect too. Thank you so much for the sub. Very much appreciated.
No problem.
Hello to everybody. Fangs of Fire is here, Determinator is here, Geordie is here, welcome in. What are you laughing at?
AndreZot just said there was a power outage in his apartment. He is or a power surge or something.
Oh, yikes.
So he might have to reboot right off the bat.
Or
1 minute and I'll rejoin.
Or maybe it's because he did actually star in Cagliari and he suddenly realized his mistake and he has to try and break the game somehow. So anyone doesn't know, there's a little joke inside the Discord. We're saying that AndreZot was going to be potentially 15 minutes late because it should have started at 15:15, and the punishment was going to be if he was late, he would star in Cagliari. We don't think so. So yeah, we've got obviously Azaghal8 is representing Team Dark Horse. And AndreZot is representing the Cagliari Carbonara Special, as are you, Snuffleupagus, or I guess, as are you? Yeah, I've never used that sentence before.
Yes!
So you're going to be very biased here.
Oh yeah, not the least bit fair, not the least bit balanced. I am all the way on Team AndreZot. So I guess while we have this moment, I'm just going to say Adam/Azaghal, nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
We played a few games when he first joined the community. Really good. But for the next, hour, 2 hours, go get him, AndreZot.
Yeah.
Get all the nice compliments out of the way.
Before battle begins, it was like me last night. I was just wanted Pizza Wizard just to get trounced so badly. So yeah, this team tournament's great because I think when you play in tournaments anyway, you kind of end up rooting for people, depending on what benefits you. But in this case, even more so, right? But you got a direct teammate who you really want to win. So yeah, it's cool. So yeah, in terms of the two teams, Team Dark Horse, unfortunately haven't had the best start. They're 0-3 right now, and as Fangs has alluded to in the chat, maybe we want to try and see Azaghal get the hunters here get the win to try and get them off the board or have them on the board, I should say. We've got a European battle here. We've got Sweden versus Italy, so we've got the North versus the South. They're both relative newcomers. AndreZot was in the League of Dracula of 2024, so the autumn just passed, and yeah, didn't qualify for the knockouts, but because of the format, actually came quite close in the end. Got a lot of wins towards the end. So on another day, could have with a little extra practice beforehand, could have maybe sneaked into those knockout stage. But there was so much competition to get into those knockouts anyway. And then yeah, Azaghal is brand new for this tournament. And yeah, I've done some practice games with him too, and seems very studious and has taken a lot of things on board. Actually beat me in a practice game where he was playing as Hunters. Ooh. So yeah, watch out here. We have another very good Hunter play on our hands here. So definitely is not afraid to pull the trigger if the right opportunity comes about. I was playing very greedy, but he punished me really hard for it. So yeah, and Pizza was here. So this is gonna be a really fun game. I think it's really cool when you get these sort of two players who haven't the experience disparity isn't extremely large. We might see some wacky stuff, but I think we'll still have a good game nonetheless.
Yeah, another thing I find interesting is that both of these players last week had games that were close to wins, but not, right? They both had very competitive games. Azaghal/Adam just with a late move that kind of threw away what would have been a win, which I've been there. I get it, but it's like I played masterfully, and then AndreZot was not quite as close, but he had this really smart plan, right? Went to Britannia and used the Drac event really well, combined Devilish power, so like he was safe going to Britannia from the CG that did come, and he used Summon Storms to cover his trail, but Randiv had a really good event combo too with heroic leap and excellent weather and such. So it ended up not quite panning out, but it could have, right?
Yeah,
So
of
I
course.
feel like both of these players have had a similar history so far, and they should be pretty evenly matched. It should be a good competitive Fury of Dracula match. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It doesn't have to be a game against, two really, really experienced players in order to get a good game of Fury of Dracula. If the two players are evenly matched, then yeah, we could have some really good stuff. And also, I just want to quickly say thank you, Fangs, for the subscription as well. Very, very kind. So yeah, people in the Twitch chat, if you're watching this live, feel free to put your predictions in. Where do you think AndreZot is started? We know it could be Cagliari, but I wonder with the Mr. Ray, it can't be Cagliari anymore. Yeah, Cagliari continues to be disparaged. Yeah, there's still a lot of... I bet you got it in the name, which I thought was really funny. I think your name is one of the best names. In terms of... I didn't do the tier list in the end, but I think your name would be close to the top. just for pure meme potential. It's not a pun, but for pure meme potential, I think it's definitely up there.
Yeah, it's a little homage to some jokes from the past tournament.
Yeah. We got a vote for
Um,
Amsterdam. Where did AndreZot start against Randiv? I didn't see all of that game. I only saw the end. Where did he start?
oh man, I don't remember. I think he started in the East, but I don't recall.
Ah. Well, we got a vote for
Um,
Amsterdam. Obviously, Pizza Wizard obviously backed that up.
can I, while we're talking, before it gets too far away from us, Mina has a stake and a planned ambush. Ooh, okay. As Team Drac, I like that the Behind the Veil is triggering now.
Yeah.
No fog.
No fog and also no event, right? So you can't suddenly see there's a devilish power or something there.
Yeah.
Because Hunters can gain quite a lot of
I'm
information if they know what the Drac event is, because they can potentially play around it, like we saw last night between Pizza Wizard and Geo, that Behind the Veil popped out at the right time. I mean, Bats is a bit unfortunate to lose as Dracula, but it's not fog, as you said, so...
Oh yeah, I'll take that any day of the week. Fang says from his experience with AndreZot, I'd guess southern Italy.
Yeah. Definitely not a bad extremity to go into.
Yeah.
So it doesn't affect people who watch it on YouTube, but the way I'm going to do it for people on Twitch, obviously if you're subscribed you don't get adverts anyway. What I'm going to try and do though is try and run an advert in maybe 5 minutes during the first week, so then that pushes all of the adverts really far, so then we can hopefully get uninterrupted Fury of Dracula for the next hour and a half or so. So that'll be better for everybody. Oh, bless you, stuff.
Yep, thanks.
Only 2 Dracula events out of the first 3 days of supplying, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled with that.
No. Another Hunter event on top. So yeah, the Hunters they're getting filled up with events here.
I hope they're all blood transfusion. Every single one.
Every single one. You just duplicated them all. You've cloned them all. Hey, Met King, welcome in.
And Jordy.
Yeah.
/ Geo. We got a good crew here tonight.
We do. We've got quite a lot of people in. Good to see. As you were talking about this off camera, right? Because of we've got to take advantage of these sort of 3 weeks or so when you guys across the pond have moved closer to UTC before then the European side then shifts away from UTC. So we will be able to catch a lot of people who on the European side who are still awake, and then people who have already made it home from work on the American side. So this is actually better for everybody involved, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. So we'll enjoy it while we can.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's just, or this is a side note, I wonder if that's just a random thing or a function of the United States being further south. But I guess even the Canadian parts, populated parts of Canada are south. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not.
Hey, hello, Sophie. Sophie, welcome in. Hello, hello.
I don't know Sophie, but it's good to meet you. I assume Sophie is Rojo.
Yes. Yeah,
Cool.
she's in the Discord too. Some Fury of Dracula you've wandered into, Sophie/Rocco.
I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, we'll definitely wait for Dracula to take a turn, because it'll be interesting to see if there's a rumor token, or if there's a dark. Well, it will be a dark hole, because there's no. Well, I mean, you could dark hole, but you're not getting a card out of it. Or if there's going to be an early wolf form. So we'll see. We'll see what AndreZot does, and then I'll run the ad, and then that means then we won't get any more for the rest of the game, hopefully. Never seen this game before. Well, it's this is going to be a learning experience. It's a lot more intense than the Wingspan game I was playing last night, but it's very thematic. If you like vampires and the Dracula classic novel, then you'll be in for a treat here. So we got Amsterdam. We got Southern Italy as a prediction. Any other predictions of where we think Dracula started? Is there any way he's potentially trying to be sneaky here and maybe starting Ireland or Britannia and trying to maybe ruffle the new hunter's feathers a little bit here in terms of playing slightly off meta?
So I'm wondering why this is taking so long. Either he has more power issues, which would be bad, or maybe he's started in the middle of the map where there's more things to think about in terms of where you're going. So if this pause is not for a technical issue, I might guess the middle of the map somewhere. Because if you're in Britannia, you know your path is fairly set.
True. Maybe maybe it's behind the veil. Maybe there was some sort. I mean, Peterborough's got. It is actually a technical issue.
Oof.
I tell him that you need to wait for the game to kick you out.
Yeah, well, maybe we should run the ad now then.
Yeah. Oh, we'll run that ad now. See, everyone who's not subscribed, there's an advert, but then hopefully it'll be no more for the rest of the game. So we'll be back in 2 minutes. We'll fill you in once the advert's done what you've missed. I'm just going to tell AndreZot again. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Fingers crossed the tech cooperates with us. I assume Twitch tells you like when the ad is over with.
On my ad manager, yes.
I see.
Ooh,
Very good.
Rumor token on the first space of the trail.
That is strange. Because if you are not going to go to C immediately, then you can just put the token on later after you have a little bit more information. If you are, like if you're in Ireland or something, you wouldn't. I guess he might have hid. He might be in Ireland and like hid in Dublin or something, and then went to Galway and then put it on Galway, or vice versa, and is about to go to C. And he's like maybe thinking, okay, you know, I may miss the opportunity to put a rumor token onto it later.
Yeah.
So we'll see. That could be it.
I mean, the other good point that Fangs is making out, it's probably quite a good thing for a new player, is you can't dark call at C, you can't dark call if you feed, or, yeah, at C, if you dark call or feed. So, maybe AndreZot is just thinking, I'm just going to throw down the rumor token now, so if something else comes up later and I want to dark call and then feed or whatever, the rumor token's there. And there's no chance I forget about it. Because there is a risk that you do forget about rumor tokens. I've definitely done it before.
Absolutely. But I do hope that if he is in Ireland, he's not doing it because he's planning a long sea voyage. You know, hopefully, if he is doing that, it's just, you know, going into the Britannia mainland, so to speak.
Right. Or maybe try to be sneaky and go into Gallia and somehow sort of navigate around navigate around Seward. Maybe we'll have to see.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so it looks like the advert's done, and it says there will be another advert for an hour 14 minutes. So that's positive. I've got 3 snoozes. Okay, so anyone who is who was in the ad break, nothing exceedingly exciting happened. Dracula put down a rumor token on the first space, which we were just talking about in commentary. That's a little bit unusual, to be honest. Because we're saying that you normally put it on the third space, because you can put a rumor token on the first, second, or third, but then there are conditions in the game. You can't put rumor token if you're at C, or if you dark, or if you feed. So maybe AndreZot's planning to go to C. It's kind of weird to have 2 spaces and then the rumor token. Unless he didn't draw any vampires. When did he had a vampire when behind the veil got revealed, right?
Ooh. I don't think so, but I may be misremembering.
I think there was at least one. I think there's an aristocratic, I think. Maybe, I mean, Peter Wizard was right. Maybe, I mean, the time it took for him to do his terms because of a technical issue, not because of thing. But, I mean, bats. We were talking about the bats going, oh, it's not fog. But if AndreZot was wanting to play aggressive and you use these bats to push, Mina into, maybe a double vampire or something, suddenly now that possibility is definitely gone away now. So we'll have to see. Definitely interesting.
We'll find out if he's going to see right now, so...
Yeah. So I guess if anybody's watching live who's never seen this game before, then the first week of the game, we kind of just sit around and just wait for things to happen, basically. We're waiting for try and work out where... Because Dracula's moving around secretly, so we're trying to wait and see when an aspect of his trailer's revealed, which will tell us where he is currently or where he was a few days ago, and then that's when the game really kind of kicks in. Pizza Wizard predicting
Pizza Wizard.
Hoax Hide. Oh, you're seeing that too? Yeah.
Yes. That would be a safe bet. So, and if that's the play, I like it.
Wouldn't you rather?
Classic.
Wouldn't you rather use the hide to protect the vamp?
I don't know. I kind of like getting the hoax off.
Hmm.
And if you're spending time to get to the hoax, then it might adversely affect your ability to get to the vamp anyway, right? Like if there's a saboteur on the hoax, right? You go to get it, and then oh no, I'm delayed. The hunter that lands there is not going to be able to get to the vamp next turn anyway. So I kind of like, hiding over the hoax if that is what it is.
But the problem is you've got now an additional day to get to the vampire after you deal with the hoax, though. That's the thing. The only way would be if the hoax matures.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Maybe
it depends on location. If it's a central location where there's lots of places to check, then they could run into issues.
Yeah.
We could do gambling for starting locations with channel points. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to try. I've seen people do polls on Twitch. That's definitely something I want to try and look at. That'd be cool. You could even do predictions about who's going to win once we play like the first half of the game or something.
One thing that might explain what if he is in southern Italy, right? And he went like Bari, Naples, Rome, and he was initially thinking he was going to go to sea, then changed his mind. That might explain it.
Possibly.
I've had some bad experiences starting in southern Italy. It's very high risk, high reward in my opinion, because it's so hard to get down there for the hunters expeditiously. So your odds of maturing improve, but it is so easy to get 3v1'd very early. Thankfully, Strider's not in the chat to gloat about when he killed me in like nearly the first week doing that.
It is definitely a weakness of this hunter setup, because even though you're on the rail line, it's a really awkward one to get into especially if you're trying to get into Bari or Naples. Excellent weather, you might not have it. Maybe it might be something like I kind of did in the tournament where it's fog and then hoax and then vampire. I'm just going to respond to something in the chat. So Sophie, what I did was, it's on my YouTube, it's unlisted. What you have to do, Sophie, is go into the Discord and go into the board game channel, and there, if you scroll up a little bit, you'll find a link to the video where it says something like I taught my Twitch chat board games or something, and that'll be it. This game is not on there though. But at some point we do want to try and do some sort of beginner-based stream for it. But that'll be a thing for another day. But there are loads of other board games in there.
This is an unlisted video where you explain different board games?
Yeah, it was like 3 Saturdays ago or something. I was doing some Tiny Glade, and then I was like, oh, let's switch to some board games, and the Twitch chat were like, let teach us Calico, teach us Wingspan. So I ended up spending like 4.5 hours teaching loads of different board games, like digitally, so it's in my private Discord, there's a little link to it. Oh, it is Southern Italy, look at that! And it is a hide.
Yeah.
That's gonna be, well...
Gonna be hard to get you. I just fingers crossed that my boy doesn't die quickly.
I mean, this is the problem.
A little nervous
because he's walking. Like he's in Genoa now or Venice. He might get pounced on 2-on-1 if Azaghal suddenly realizes, oh well, I can't deal with this. Let's just kill Drac.
And these hunters have a lot of events, so there
do.
is a renewed vigor.
Yeah.
And the events are in the right way. There could be a 3v1 now.
Yeah.
If there's not, I expect a wolf form. Probably. Well, I guess it depends on how far they move, but
it's very scary. Very scary. The problem
is
I've
been in this position before.
That's why I'm not a huge fan of going up the boot, because it's so predictable where you're going. That's the problem. Like, look, like Gadami could jump on him right now. No, he didn't. But he could have done.
Yep. But now Mina can, and she has a planned ambush, but she's probably not going to, right, with the stake showing. But
oh, Stuart's got horses too. Oh. That's why I prefer like the little hop into the east, or fake it and go somewhere else, because then you're making these two hunters decide: do I go into the east to chase Drac, or do I try and stop the trail? This way, the hunters are moving in the same direction to potentially do both. They're moving towards you to deal with your trail, and they're also moving towards you as Dracula, which is a problem. Oh, well, imagine if you get CG nuked now. That's what the chat is saying.
Good thought, but nope, not possible, thank God.
Of course it's possible.
Weather.
Of course it's possible.
Get CG nuked?
Yeah.
In Venice right now?
No, if he's in Florence. If he went Naples, Rome, Florence.
Oh, I really hope that's not the case. I completely forgot that was a possibility. That would be absolutely awful.
We've got an excellent weather on Van Helsing. Very interesting use of that card. I don't know if I like that, but fair enough. It's definitely.
I assume he's in Venice, and if he is in Venice, I would want him to. I feel like the Adriatic would be a good move here.
My game is lagging. I don't know why. Sorry, people. If it's a problem, I can try and restart it. We've got 3 stakes in discard, by the way. If he's in Venice, do you go Adriatic then? Or do you try to wolf on past Mina? The fact she's kind of vacated the east a little bit.
You know what, I think Adriatic's a little safer. Because if you get CG'd in Zagreb, that's a bad position to be in.
Yeah.
At least by wolfing to Saphir or something.
Wow. Oh, flippin' heck.
Wow.
That's not
that hoax is not going to be very powerful if it goes off.
No.
If it is a hoax.
Well, there are 6 in there. But yeah, you'd want to get discarded some with Mystic Research, right? Well, says AndreZot. Yeah, like he needs any more events. But... Well, I mean, it's a good point. If they don't use the Mystic Research and the hoax matures, then that Mystic Research has just been wasted. It's a very interesting decision to use Mystic Research now. Because Van Helsing had freed up the event by using Accident Weather, so you didn't really need to play Mystic Research. Unless the events are just dud things. Oh. Well, that's useful.
Whew! That is a relief.
I was in Florence, but at least we know where he is now.
Yes.
So if he moves on land, you know he's in Milan, or he's going to Adriatic. Unless he wolf forms. But yeah, once you use wolf form, it's on the trail then, and then suddenly the hunters know you don't have wolf form, and they're just going to gang up. They might just ignore the vampire and just go after you.
Yeah, that's why...
Okay.
Oh, it takes the wolf form.
Wolf
Okay.
form. Ooh.
Hmm. I assume he is wolfing east, so I'm hoping there's no CG.
Very risky to do that when you got Mina with planned ambush. I know one of the things she's got is stake, but still.
Okay.
Well,
Even RV here would be scary too.
I guess it depends how much movement they've got. Because if maybe it might just be the case that missing research is to try to get the horses. We know Sud has horses, but what if nobody else has horses and they don't have CG? Then him going east is actually a really good idea here. He can actually punish them for their lack of movement for a while.
That is a good point. I'm gonna hope it's that.
And even if it's like a hoax patrol and you just roadblock the east, they're gonna just be stuck there for ages and not be able to get through.
Peter says, without a forewarned, how will Godalming deal with the first encounter?
Right.
It's a good question. The odds of maturing Bari are looking fairly good.
Dogs, maybe? No dogs in discard, by the way.
Let's see. Oh, 3 stakes gone as well, and Mina has the 4th.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So if Godalming tries to take on the vamp, if it happens to be the rumored thing, if it happens to be a fighting vamp,
Yeah.
AndreZot might be able to get in on a good combat.
I mean,
That's another interesting thought.
I think when the Behind the Veil got played, I think there was an aristocratic vamp, but AndreZot could have easily drawn a new or reckless vampire. Sorry for yawning, chat, by the way. Could have easily picked up a fighting vamp in that time.
Yeah, that could be a tricky situation for the hunters.
Or if Bari's fog. Imagine if you put a fog in Bari, probably unlikely protecting it with a hide, but just imagine, then you just block it and then it doesn't even matter, the hunters can't get there.
No.
Oh, there go the dogs.
Yep. Dogs are out.
Dogs are right. Well, I guess he realised he couldn't get there then. If he had I mean, unless he's just supplied 2 dogs. Maybe he realised he couldn't get there in time. Without movement card.
I know I said my compliments for Adam were over at the beginning, because I'm heavily biased, but I actually agree. If you can't get there and you don't have the means to deal with the trail, don't bother trying.
Yeah.
It's also possible that Seward drew multiple horses, and that's what we're seeing now.
Yeah. But it's probably a good thing then if if they've sorted out. I mean, it'd be horrible if Seward had multiple horses, but then the horse economy wasn't set up, because then he wouldn't be able to move very well to get them. The fact that Seward was able to move over in 2 turns to get this trade going, I think that's really good, actually.
Yeah, it looks like they're. So far, it seems like the horse economy is in a good spot.
And you never know, if you found Dracula in Genoa, there's an opportunity there for maybe a 2-on-1 with Mina, get something out of it, and then do the trade, and then Godalming could be off on his way to chase Drax. So I think the Huns are making the best of a bad situation here, potentially. If the... Whoa. Okay, I don't really agree with that.
She has the stake. I think she's trying to deal with a rumor token.
But she can't get there in time, can she? Unless she rails twice, but...
That's what I'm
really
anticipating.
Don't like that.
She may have an event to... Her one face-down event may be something that's movement-related, like a chartered carriage to get down there with a sense of emergency, and if it's not, she can road once and then rail once and get to Rome the last turn and stake the presumed vamp.
Yeah, so we know it's Rome, because obviously the turn to get to Venice, right? There's no way Dracula went through Naples here.
So the downside for AndreZot is that if that is a vamp, it will get staked. And the other hunters, Godalming and Seward, will probably start heading his way after. But it does buy him, a turn of obfuscation, because Mina could have checked Zagreb or checked Vienna that turn, So I assume she may not have wanted to do that because who wants to land on Drac with Mina by herself, but
then you just supplied then if that's the case.
yeah.
it would be a shame if she has to backtrack now.
Right.
Yeah, if you need to trade, you need to trade. Yeah. I don't mind the Godalming move, actually, because it kind of threatens Drac. That Dracula can't move into Genoa. If he's in Genoa, you can maybe get into a nice 2-on-1, especially if there's like a Heroic Leap or Loses Revenge or something. Sword was quick to get over, so that's good. Van Helsing could... maybe Van Helsing has a rail ticket to get to Milan tomorrow. Maybe. And there might be a trade. Maybe Van Helsing has a horse, and maybe that's why Excellent Weather got used.
That would make sense. It would be imperative to get that horse off of him as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, if that's the case, then you're not using Mina's Stake to kill the rumor token. If you're waiting for to do a trade with Helsing.
Unless if Azaghal was paying more attention to the behind the veil than we were, it's maybe just an aristocratic, and then you don't need the stake. Losing Revenge is a very good card. This is what I mean, that's huge, though.
No, he's going to search the two Austro-Hungarian spots, isn't he?
Bullseye. Right? Oh.
Oh, he searches Zagreb and Strasbourg.
Wait, but he can't be in Strasbourg.
No, he can't. So as AndreZot's teammate, I'm quite happy about that.
There's the hoax.
And I'm happy about the hoax, even though it's a relatively weak hoax. Did he use the Mystic Research Supplies? I wasn't watching.
He used some. I don't think he used all of them. And
okay.
I wonder if Azaghal's gonna... we did a practice game, and I remember he used Mystic Research against me, and then I used Darkness Returns. And he was confused why he then started night supplying Dracula events. So... I don't get the Strasbourg check. I think that's a misread of the map, I think.
Almost certainly.
So if AndreZot went to Vienna, then that's looking pretty nice.
Yep.
Because now you go to
even if you're CG'd in Vienna, you can always go to Klausenburg, since it is immune from CG.
Ah, right, Budapest. Yeah, exactly. From Vienna to Budapest. Yeah.
Yes, if you went there, yep.
Yeah. That's very.
If you go to Zagreb, it's less likely to get checked because it was just surged, so you have a little bit of obfuscation there. So even though it's a little scary from a CG perspective, it's a little bit more advantageous. And if he's in Nuremberg, it's probably not where you want to be, but so be it. You still got some.
The road's confused him. Yeah, maybe he mistook this rail line from Munich to Strasbourg as being a road, maybe? Blood Transfusion is a balance card with no exploits whatsoever. Well, I can definitely agree there are no exploits with that card. That I can't deny.
I like that bad horse. Thoroughbred of Sin strikes again. To quote Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog. Okay.
And as you're quoting that, we suddenly had Walls and Gromit playing in the year. Hello, everybody from Andale Haven. Thank you for the raid. We got raided.
Love it. We got raiders. Welcome to Fury of Dracula, the Duos and Dark Halls tournament.
So Andy's a regular raider of mine, but normally I'm doing something chill. This is probably the least chill thing you ever see me play. But hello, thank you very much, Andy, for the raid. Hello, Unamos. Hello, Anna. Welcome in, everybody. You're here for some Fury of Dracula tournament. Where's Dracula? Good question, we don't know. He was in Venice, and now he is 3 spaces away from Venice, but we don't know where. That sign does not fit with the vibe of this game. Well, it's fine. It's okay.
So Raiders, I want you to type in the chat, go AndreZot. Woo.
Trying to get them on your side here, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to win them over. Love me some Raiders. I can't say enough how, because I don't really do Twitch a lot, but when you moved over to Twitch and I saw a raid for the first time, I cannot begin to say enough how much I love the concept. Just bringing communities together, get everybody excited.
That's the Florence. That's Florence space. So there was an aristocratic, but maybe that was a new one they picked up. So this is interesting. He sent Seward here without a stake. Now, this is the
Yep.
thing, and this is the thing I don't like about this. If the hide had been with Rome, now Sud would have to deal with a hide card. Now that hide card is useless. It's doing nothing. It's doing nothing for him.
So now he's thinking long and hard about whether he wants to search this or not. If it's a fighting event, I really hope it gets searched. Oh, okay, no search. But he is night supplying, so maybe, as you said, he doesn't know that the hoax shuffled in the Mystic Research cards.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping, as AndreZot's teammate, that he forgets this and starts night supplying, giving Drac events.
Yeah. As soon as he gives one, then he'll realize his mistake. Oh, there you go. He got one. Nice.
Yeah. Woo, woo, woo.
Oh!
Vampiric influence. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Damn, that's big.
Plan damage, sense of emergency, gun, host, stake. Love it. Ugh.
That's
Oof,
not a clear choice. What do you get rid of? There's no horse to nick. It's not like something really, really powerful like a renewed vigor or anything. I mean, getting rid of the host makes sense. Makes CG weaker.
I mean, it's gonna reset. I would have discarded one of our events. You can discard an event, right?
Yep, you can start events.
Yeah.
So what would you rather get rid of there? The sense of emergency or the planned ambush?
Probably the sense of emergency, but I mean, either would be good. I wonder if AndreZot knows that you can discard those.
I'm sure you can because it all comes up together in the same prompt. So I'm sure there's no way you can mistake it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I think making CG weaker makes sense, especially if you haven't picked up Devilish Power. Oh wow, we now got Aggie in play. Goodness me. Oh, he's still Night Supply despite giving Dracula an event. That's very interesting. There's a lot of Dracula events in this deck, by the way, because there's very few got drawn early. So all these Night Supplies could be nasty here. Well, that was a wild turn of events. So everybody who's just joined, I gave a little quick shout out there to AndreZot. So for my regular viewers, Andy does a lot of really chill stuff on Tiny Glade. That's a sandbox builder and lots of just really chilled out chat. So definitely do recommend. He streams very often, so you'll be able to catch him live. So I've put his channel there in the chat. For everyone who's joined from Andy's channel, hello. I'm Scott Sword, doing some digital board gaming here. So this is a game called Fury of Dracula, based upon the classic Bram Stoker novel. It's a game of well, how to describe this easily? Gothic horror, asymmetry, deduction, hidden movement, combat, all that cool stuff. A lot going on. But just, if you don't understand what the game's all about, don't worry, just sit back and enjoy the wild ride that we're going to have here. Strategy. Yeah, it's strategy. So much pressure by AndreZot. Yeah, this is actually very interesting. Yeah, the fact the vampiric influence, it's also put Mina out of position. Oh, wow. It was a fake rumor.
Wow.
That's insane.
Love it.
So he forced Seward to go there for nothing. That's wild. And there's the real rumor. That's ridiculous. Where's Gyro? Gyro would be so proud that Saboteur was being Chad. You got the shout out anyway. I'm sure he'll see this afterwards. I'll send it to him. Oh, man.
And because Stewart surged, not only did he give Drac an event card, because he supplied instead of surged, he also found out one turn later, right, that it was just a Saboteur. So that went really well for AndreZot.
Absolutely.
You've lost a rumor token, but I mean,
it
made a Saboteur useful, yeah.
And obviously, like, you know, why would you not go to Rome? Because any, you know, sane Hunter player would see, oh, it's a hoax, and then it has to be a rumor token vampire behind it. Like, that, you know, every Hunter will go and check this. So, yeah. Chadbator, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, so AndreZot's really playing with the meta here and using it against, you know, maybe the slight naivete here of Azaghal. But Azaghal's not doing anything wrong necessarily. It's just maybe taking everything for granted that this is normal Dracula stuff. Yeah, and he wolf formed so much later. Yeah, it wasn't even like a rumor token and then instant wolf form. It's all. I mean, I think he only wolf formed because of the fact he was kind of discovered. where he was. It's mental. Oh yeah, the fact. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. The fact that if it matures, then this this wolf form disappears. I wonder though if the fact there's a rumor token on this wolf form location, would that maybe tip off to Azaghal that this rumor token wouldn't be real?
I wonder. I mean,
Oh,
it might. Oh, there's another one.
still Night Supply.
What a win for Drac.
Has Azaghal not clicked yet that he's just giving Dracula event cards? He must have done. I know for efficiency it makes sense, but I mean, goodness me, I dread to think what he's given him.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't have all the horses yet and he really wants to draw them? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm very confused.
But if he just supplied during the day, Mina wouldn't have had to move backwards, you see what I mean? And then wouldn't have to night supply. She could just day supply it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to use this? There you go.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thank you, Terminator, for that. That's very appropriate. Oh dear. So yeah, this actually, I mean, I thought AndreZot was somewhat screwed getting not discovered in Venice, but in the sense that he was forced to wolf form, couldn't get to Munich. Venice isn't the best place to wolf form out of. Wolf forming into it is kind of fun, but wolf forming out of it's not the best. But dodged the hired scouts for what, because of the Strasbourg search and that.
Huh.
And then it's just on his merry way.
I don't like this ambush though, because Godalming doesn't have a stake.
Yeah.
And was clearly going there to search it.
Yeah. I agree. This is something that we were talking about actually last night with the Pizza Wizard Geo game. I'm becoming far more against ambushing with vamps. Even with a Reckless where you can maybe get a point or two out of it, you can just really beat up. I mean, it's Godalming still, but you could really beat up the Hunter a lot. And that alone might slow them down more. So...
Yeah, I'm a little bit more neutral on the ambush or not question, but you definitely don't ambush when in this situation where Godalming does not have a stake. That one seems to be like a very clear case of not ambushing, or argument for not ambushing that situation.
Hey, COG, welcome in. Hey, Jay, welcome in. Welcome to some Fury of Dracula. Yeah, maybe didn't have...
so many people.
There are so many people.
This is an impressive audience.
Yeah.
16 people. Welcome everybody in the chat. That is a good crew.
Who are we actually rooting for here? Well, I'm neutral in this. I just want a good game. But Snuff, my co-commentator, wants Dracula to win because everyone's competing in teams. Even though we're playing the games 1v1, everyone is teaming up in pairs. So it'll be it's to Snuffleupagus' advantage here if the Dracula player can win. Because obviously as a team, then you'll get another win under your belt.
That's right. And if Dracula does win, unless it's like a 1-point win, we should, knock on wood, be ahead of your team going into next week.
Well...
Just to be a little shady.
Oh, I see how it is. Well, we've still got a game to play. Oh, he went north.
He went to Nuremberg.
Ooh, that's spicy.
Very interesting.
Well, I guess there is a stake here on Mina, right? So there is a potential... I mean... Well, this is kind of interesting now. Do you let the 4-point vampire mature? I promise.
Mina has only one stake. You can't hit both of them.
And Mina has to move now, otherwise she won't get to Nuremberg in time, I don't think. She might be too slow. Oh, no, she's moving. Oh, that's not efficient. Oh, you want to stop the rumor one? Oh.
Gotta go to Zagreb, yeah. I'm sorry, Zurich. I'll take it. So, but he might think that it's another fake rumor token. That might be the issue here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe he's going to stake Venice. We'll see.
We have to see. Will Van Helsing risk the search at night? Unless he has like Heroic Leap, and then Mina has the stake for the Venice vampire. But what happens if it's a new vamp in Nuremberg? I guess you could then team up on it. Hey, thanks, COG. Thanks for the grats. Yeah, this game makes very strange bedfellows because when we're playing in tournaments, even if you're not playing in teams, I will be rooting for someone to lose. Oh no, it's a fake one again.
He loves these fake rumor tokens.
I think
Huh.
I don't know. I think one the first trick was good. I don't think this trick was as good though, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree because you knew it was going to get found early anyway, since there was only a universe of, you know, 4 cities that could have been. So you knew it was going to get found quickly.
Yeah.
So you don't need to encourage the hunters to go there. It's not out of the way. It's on their way. So yeah, I don't agree with that rumor token placement. You could save it for later and use it for another fake later, where you're putting on like a bats or something,
Yeah.
or a fog. But that, I don't know, kind of a waste.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I think it's one of these things where you have a trick and you do it once, but then you gotta then switch it up. Especially since we were talking about it earlier. There are 3 stakes in the discard. There's only 1 left in play, and Mina's got it. So now you create this really awkward situation for the hunters. Do they deal with the rumored vamp? Do they let the 4.1 mature, and then all the various consequences that could happen there? Yeah, we are Hey, Terminus, welcome. Yeah, we are a crowd tonight. I mean, we did get raided from Andale Haven, and he brought like 10 people with him, which is very much appreciated. So yeah, we've got quite a mix of people here. We've got, Fury of Dracula people. We've got people from the Tiny Glade stream that raided us, and then you got all people who have just found me and my weird part of the internet over the last couple of months. So yeah, it's quite an interesting crowd. But welcome everybody. You're all very much appreciated. Oh, now the horse.
Thoroughbred of Sin strikes again. Bad horse, bad horse. Love it.
What's he feeding them? So maybe the horse economy wasn't that good then.
Yeah. You never can tell when there's an element of randomness to it. This is great. I love it.
And where's Soup going? Is he going to run into the vamp? Because it's the most efficient way of getting to where should we go in? No, he's going that way.
Nope.
Nope.
But I will say it is. Everything seems to go well for Drac. The one slight negative is that we know from the Dark Hall that, at least as of several turns ago, he didn't have many vamps. Maybe probably not even any vamps, since we already saw the aristocratic. And this is a situation where you would want to lay down vamp after vamp after vamp because you know the hunters don't have any stakes other than the one that Mina needs to use this turn.
Well,
unless she's going to let it mature.
Well, is there an argument here now as Drac? You're 4 away from Nuremberg, so you're fairly far away from where the hunters. I use that term loosely because you're never really that far away. Do you just risk the Dark Hall now? Try and get some more bigger counters into your hand, and also pick up another Dracula event while you're at it.
You could Dark Hall then feed if you wanted to, especially if you drew some vamps and has them on the trail already.
Yep.
That could clear his Dark Hall and feed. I wouldn't mind that because those vamps will take up a disproportionate amount of time if they are vamps.
Especially now.
Because now the hunters are going to use the last stake. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would absolutely support that if he's in like Amsterdam right now, or is that possible? Yeah, Amsterdam right now, or anything that's kind of close to the coast. I would do that for sure.
If you're sitting in Nantes or something. Oh wow, using planned ambush, trying to save the stake.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to kill a 4-point unless. No, no, we know what.
Draw bullets.
Oh, maybe because we know it's Heavenly Host got taken. So it was rifle stake.
So I think AndreZot needs to play strength here, or mesmerize is fine too.
Yeah, mesmerize is pretty good.
Using planned ambush to escape.
Yeah. Well, maybe it was just a default because you can change afterwards, right? Yeah, I don't like using planned ambush as a glorified escape unless you're in real danger. If you're playing against Dracula, but a vampire like this during the day, you don't really want to use planned ambush like that. If you got the intention to kill, if she had a knife and a Heavenly Host, you want to try and get a Heavenly Host off on it so you can kill it and save the stake, then I can maybe understand that. Yeah, default is dodge. Yeah, we talked about that. That's Oh, no, she's escaping.
Yeah, just trying to escape. So I don't see the point of that because the max amount of damage she could take in this combat was 4.
Yeah.
And she's far from the action anyway. So she's going to have plenty of time to heal by the time she would get to wherever Dracula is. So
yeah,
you could just
lack of movement, yeah.
Not use the planned ambush, at most take 2 more damage, stake the vamp, and as you slowly make your way northwest, where we presume Drac is gone,
Or she can just stay in Munich. She can just go to Munich and stay there all game if she wants.
Yeah, also fine. So I don't like that use of planned ambush.
Or Genoa even, because then you're on the coast. You might be able to catch Dracula going past
Yeah.
with a evil presence or something. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't think she was under. If she was sitting there in full health, then yes, I'd agree.
And someone explained that Vamp, I'd like to fang someone sometimes. That is funny.
Oh dear.
Yeah, for all the favorable circumstances for Dracula, we are still at 0 influence.
True. True.
I'm hoping these cards that he's drawn are like power cards. You know, Unearthly Swiftness, Darkness Returns.
Save that for the late game, or try and force through a mature or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we won't know because there's no behind unless Azaghal plays a pizza wizard and rinses through the deck and draws behind the veil again. We'll never know what they are until they get played. So yeah, we will not know about them until AndreZot is ready to play them. I hope he gets a chance to play them. It'd be really sad if he dies and he has them in his hands. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. So that's a stake gone. That's all the stakes, by the way. So anyone's keeping track, or everyone's new and you're not quite up with the number of cards, all the stakes are now in the discard pile. So if AndreZot's paying attention to that, I don't know how clearly or carefully AndreZot looks at these things, but you know, experienced Dracula players will. Hey, we're gonna have fun.
Dark call.
Loving it.
And we know he's gonna have some vamps now. He's probably gonna have some fog now,
Has
so
to.
he is gonna be stocked. Also, I wonder if AndreZot went to Strasbourg because it got. Oh, interesting. He's using roadblock immediately.
I don't know if I like that.
I don't know if I like that. Yeah,
No.
just save it.
Because
you're either gonna tell the hunters something.
is he gonna
Unless
bluff?
you're gonna try to protect something from being.
Or is he gonna
Protect
bluff?
something from being.
Is he gonna bluff about
Yeah.
where he is? He's gonna block up the east and be like, "Oh, look at me! I went east," and he's not. He's sitting in Nantes or something.
Yeah, that looks like what he's doing. I bet this is a bluff, but we'll see. Maybe not.
Yeah, roadblock can be really nasty when you use it in the right situation. You can just make it impossible for the hunters to enter, because they often get rid of good luck. And this is why actually the whole sort of, I mean, one of them is the discard, funny enough. But one of the sort of big things with oh, okay.
Oh, that was fortuitous.
Oh wow, okay, so it wasn't actually. It was legit
Wow.
roadblock then.
Huh.
It's a lot.
Interesting to have a newspaper report that's useful after the first week.
Yeah.
You don't see that too often. But that Prague move is scary. If you're trying to like fake going to the east, I really don't like that. I hope he went Prague and then went north.
Well, I'd probably say it's worse if he went north, because he's closer to the hunters than he really should be. We saw this actually in the last tournament. I think it was AndreZot playing as. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Skybreaker and AndreZot. Did they play against each other? There was a game when I was commentating it, and the hunters had vacated Munich, and Dracula had managed to get up into this sort of area of the map. And I was just screaming, "You have to check the east, you have to check the east, because if Dracula goes east, you're screwed, you have to find out ASAP." And Dracula hadn't, and Dracula had gone north, and then the hunters were able to catch up, because there's lots of rail connections. I was just thinking to myself, if you'd just gone east, you would have won this game by an absolute landslide. Because the hunters just didn't check the east at all, with no priority or urgency or anything, and you feel really bad when you miss an opportunity to go east. So I guess it could be Prague and Vienna, because we know Zagreb's impossible, because that got initially. So yeah, Prague, Vienna, yeah, it was Nuremberg, Prague. You could be in Budapest now. Oh, and he's had. Oh my goodness! So Seward went on to Genoa and is now then had to move on to the lair, and he has no weapons. What is going on?
That's bizarre. I mean, fortunately for him, he'll heal up quickly, but
Yeah. Mia's got the rifle. We know that. So there's another thing that we don't know what it
That's
is.
great.
The new thing that she obtained, because the Heavenly Host got sniped from vampiric influence, and she did that night supply.
So surely Seward moved there because he has to do something with me to either trade or something. So So at least one of them, I'm guessing, is not going to be able to
Is it a
heal.
hypnosis? Is it a hypnosis, maybe?
Oh, it could be. Unless he was just moving there to like have a more expeditious rail move east. Not sure.
Is Dracula in Cologne? Is that what's happening here? He went into Hamburg and then went into Cologne? And then goes Strasbourg and then Wolf forms out or something?
Yeah, that would be an interesting bluff.
Fangs doesn't like the hypnosis. No, I'm not a big fan of it. Oh, you need to zoom in. Oh my goodness. Oh, see, he placed the
Oh, yeah.
roadblocks and now he can't see. I mean, I don't think we... Do we tell him? I mean, I think that is like technically... Well, I don't know.
No, AndreZot can do it.
Oh, it's Azaghal who's asking. Oh, I thought it was AndreZot. I thought it was like, AndreZot, you placed them. Okay. Ah.
It looks like it's... These are impossible to see. It looks like it's the road from Munich to Vienna, the road from Leipzig to Berlin, and the road from Leipzig to Cologne.
Berlin to Leipzig, Leipzig to Cologne, and then Munich to Vienna. You cannot go to Berlin via road or to Cologne. I can go by rail. Yeah,
Third one is between Vienna and Munich.
you can go by rail either via Berlin to Cologne or via Frankfurt. That's all the same. Yeah, I wish the... Or if you zoom in, I wish you could move with the mouse and drag the map around.
Yeah.
It's only focused on Van Helsing because it's Van Helsing's turn. But yeah, if we can get like a scroll wheel like zoom function, that'd just be great.
That would be wonderful.
That is Paddy. No, exactly. That's what I want. That's what I'd want to have, Metk. Yeah. That's exactly what we'd want in a situation like this. Yeah.
I like the Hunter's backtracking. That's another small win for Dracula. Small wins for Dracula just keep adding up. That's how you do it. I'll invoice you later. This is why I'm happy AndreZot's my partner. He's funny.
He is very
He's just
funny.
got a good... Yeah.
I mean, this is the man who came up with the whole Cagliari and Carbonara meme, right? So I mean, you know he's a good laugh. I don't like this movement. I feel... I mean, this is hard, because Azaghal's a new hunter, right? So we're trying to approach it. And there's things from his side of the board that we don't know about, because we see hidden information. But I don't understand what this move accomplishes. I feel you just stay put in supply. You're making yourself stronger. You're not moving away from... Potentially, Dracula could be in Hamburg or Cologne now. You're not moving as far away from all that.
Yeah, unless Helsing had 2 white ones, I would probably rail to Berlin in that situation, just to check it, and then you know for a fact that he went to Vienna. Right? There's only 2 places he could have gone from Prague, since the hunters already saw Nuremberg. So
yeah,
that way you would know for sure, and it could make the rest of your hunters' movements more effective.
Yeah.
But it's possible that he had 2 white ones, in which case you probably wouldn't want to do that. But I don't know.
I just say they just move Kadaming there the next day, and at least you gain supply with Van Helsing, rather than now both of them being in a small city, which they're gonna have to move off at some point. Fangs made a good point. Local rumors would be sick there. Evil Presence wouldn't be as good, but it'd still be pretty decent to catch him if he's in Cologne. Or if he's somehow in Frankfurt or something like that. I mean, that would be really nice. Yeah.
And all this movement is also leaving the hunters less supplied. I know they got a lot of good events early, but as a Drac fan in this game, I also like extraneous movements that don't move the hunters anywhere.
Yeah. Well, we think he has good events. We don't know that because he has events. We don't know if he has all the good ones. That's the problem. We assume there's some good stuff mixed in there, but we can't be certain. 2 of them were newspapers.
You know, how did I express my gratitude to that fan that tightened?
Oh dear.
Trade between Mina and Seward. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. But then, why did Seward move there? Why didn't she just move to Genoa? know what I mean? You move Seward to Genoa to achieve nothing, and then moved him into Venice and he gets hit by the layer. At least if you move Mina back, then you don't hit by the layer, or just move Seward to Venice anyway, even though you know there's going to be a trade to be made. And you say, oh, well, I might give up 1 point with this.
AndreZot is just too funny.
Well, Prague's going to mature, so I guess one of the Huns had to go and deal with it. But I guess, yeah, I think even the Berlin move's better. I guess even you could supply in Leipzig and then rail back down to Prague if need be. Don't know, this is tricky. Oh, yikes.
Hidden schemes.
Interesting. Can't rumor it, though. That's the only problem. But it could be a double vamp, which could be kind of fun.
He doesn't have a rumor token, because he played on the Wolves.
Yeah. Does it get...
Oh, more newspapers.
Another newspaper. Oh, he did
That's
go east.
Funny.
Wow.
Wow, okay. So those moves at least were, like, for the Hunters were helpful, because you're moving towards the east a little bit.
I mean, actually, now in retrospect, that hidden schemes is not bad, because it's probably in Klausenburg, or in Belgrade or Sarajevo, which means it's off a big city. So the Hunters cannot just go there and then just supply for a stake like mad. They're going to have to get the stake before they move on to that space, and that's going to be really tough. And then if he just hits them at night with 2 vampires, the Hunter might just die, and then they mature one of the vamps. One of the vamps mature. That might be the way to do it. Because all the Holy Bullets are in this card as well, I think, if I'm not mistaken. 1.
Yeah, hopefully...
2. No, yeah, all of them are, yeah. Oh. Nope.
Okay. Check Zagreb.
So it's what you said. You said he was in Klausenburg, and you were spot on.
Yes.
Unless he somehow
Although I have to say,
scared.
To kind of knock myself off my own pedestal a little bit here, I thought that was a lot less likely after I saw Nuremberg.
Yeah, me too. He took the long way, which sucks, because if he'd gone Vienna, if he'd gone the quicker way, he would be 2 spaces further in to the east, which is even worse for the Hunters then. But then I guess if he got if the Hive Scouts had been used properly and hit Vienna and Zagreb, he would have been discovered much sooner. So I guess, AndreZot played the contingency. Yeah, that'd be a scan. Yeah, he played the contingency. Oh, well, I won't go straight east because he'll scout it instantly. And then, ironically enough, then the Hive Scouts didn't actually land where they should have done. So, it's kind of interesting when you get this dynamic, right, of the 2 players trying to sauce each other out. It's actually quite hard playing against a new player sometimes, because they'll do things that you don't expect them to do, which actually can thwart your plans even more.
That is true. I think I played, like, Combat Wombat or something, and he plotted first in a combat, and it totally threw me off.
Does Grant have a host? He
yes!
doesn't. Whoa! He's getting
so efficient!
So
We're
efficient.
We're gonna heal back to full health, don't even need to feed. Ugh. Mwah, chef's kiss. Love it. Jar of Dirt, Mad King says yes. Love it. So this scan's gonna be interesting though, because if to side note a little bit, like if the scan says quote unquote Baltica, it's gonna tell the Hunters a lot, and if it doesn't, it's also gonna tell the Hunters a lot.
Yeah, this scan's gonna be really
Hunters are gonna
good
get
here. If it's negative, then you know it's either Galatz or Bucharest. If it's positive, then you know he's only as far as like Belgrade. Then I suppose. Budapest,
yes.
Szeged, yeah. Ooh. He has got Wolfholm, though. So, he can escape from trouble, if there's going to be trouble. He can go to sea and then Wolfholm back out again. So, I mean, yeah, there's... Gotta be careful, though. There is a sense of emergency kicking around on Mina. If the Hunters get their movement right, he could end up being in a little bit of a bad fight here. We'll just have to see. Oh, wait.
Oh, did he...
He didn't scan.
Okay, there we go.
There was no scan.
Oh, there wasn't.
There was a heal on
What did he do,
Mina.
heal?
Yeah.
That's also reasonable. Because generally he's probably, in the Bucharest, Sofia area.
Yeah, but you'd want to know if he's in Belgrade moving to, like, Sofia now, or Bucharest now, or if he was in Bucharest and he's moving to Black Sea Coast. You probably want to know, you want to try and ascertain how far Reese's gone. If you've got a potential, nice, like, punishing 2-on-1 play. But I mean, I think the planned ambush we got used, maybe not. That's tricky.
Yeah. But I will say, my little hobby horse, um, this, you know, AndreZot now has 2 fogs or will in this with his last card.
Yeah.
You might want to put the fog down now and hope to get jumped on. Reshuffle it back in.
But will you though? That's the thing, because you only got one more card, and then it's gonna get shuffled. There's a very good chance you're not gonna. Again, I don't
Oh,
like
another one of these.
ambushes.
Yeah, I don't know why we're ambushing here.
Oh well, you got escape route, but
So I guess that makes it better.
you'd rather him waste a night action to do that.
So here's the deal. I don't think it makes sense for Azaghal to commit so much to clearing the trail. As you said, right? Mina's got that sense of emergency. If Stewart were to roll the horses and land on Sophia and find Drac there, Mina could definitely get in. If I were Azaghal, I'd ignore the trail, start moving, and if it's Avant mature, so be it.
Oh.
Oh, that's useful. He's an evil presence. A little bit.
Wait, no, he's not trying to do some sort of sneaky
well.
backtrack into Sarajevo.
Yeah. I guess it's not that useful, but it's somewhat useful.
Yeah, sorry, sorry, Rocco. Yeah, I should have. This is me trying to focus on commentary and not explaining the game. So yeah, I told you all this stuff about what the game's about. Yeah, the 2 victory conditions. The hunters win if Dracula's health hits 0 at any point for any reason. Dracula wins if he gains influence and gets up to 13 points. He gains influence by doing lots of different things, like Becky says, the victory condition, by maturing vampires or killing hunters. Hopefully at some point we'll see this bar go up. And then we'll be able to talk about it. So yeah, sorry. Victory conditions are very important when you're trying to understand a game, what the whole point of it is. Yeah, but Mecking filled me in there. Filled in for me. Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, good.
That's not too bad for hunters.
No.
But I will say, as someone rooting for Drac in this, I'm happy to see Mina go to Saget and come up empty.
Yeah.
Every space that the hunters land on that does not have part of the trail or Drac is a turn wasted here. So.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, even so, like even like really subtle things. Like it could be like once you're playing the really highest level, it can make a huge difference. We had it last night where Drac went through Milan and Sue then just railed onto Milan and was saying in commentary, the case of, well, that just makes life, you know, so much easier for for the hunters, because they don't even have to move off that big city to try and discover the rest of the trail. They found it. So.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. So the way it works is these vampires can be played, or other things can be placed by Dracula. If they don't get cleared by the hunters before the location falls off the right-hand side of the trail, they mature. And mature is when bad things happen for the hunters, but good things for Dracula. So if this vampire matures, the mature effect is this thermometer, as you're calling it, on the left-hand side. This influence track goes up by 4 points. The other cards do different effects, so it just depends. So when things mature, we can see we had the Desecrated Soil mature a couple turns ago, and it meant that Dracula got 3 health back. So he was on 12, he's down 15. It could be almost a good thing if that does mature, because it wipes off that Hidden Schemes location.
Yeah, I almost... If I'm Dracula, I might even think about layering it, just to at least have a situation where the hunters have to think about continuing to clear the trail.
Yeah, I tend to agree, actually. Yeah, I know.
But I will say,
yeah.
Adam seems very committed to clearing the trail, so if that's going to be his approach, we'll see.
Maybe AndreZot just keeps trying to exploit that and think, well, okay, maybe as a new player won't have necessarily the confidence to sort of jump on me here and commit. So I'll just take advantage of that fact and just make the hunter player just deal with the entire trail.
Yeah.
But then 4 points are 4 points, and it is now the 3rd week.
Yes, exactly. So one more week, and Drac will start getting points with every land move.
Yeah, and that's massive. So this game can't go on forever for people who are new. This game has an inbuilt timer, but the problem is the timer keeps moving every game. It's not like Wingspan where you know I'm guaranteed this number of actions every single game. This game, you don't know how long it's going to end, but it has to end at some point. Either Dracula dies or Dracula wins.
All right. Mesmerize.
No fangs. Oh, punch now.
Ooh, rude.
Oh, Godami
Nice punch.
Isn't Godami down an item?
Yes, he's down a rifle.
And he doesn't have a heavenly hose, so what's he got? Another gun and a knife?
Yep, so maybe he's trying the punch and knife combo. So maybe you strength here.
Clawing?
Claw.
Ooh.
Nope, dodge, okay.
Dodge, 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 dodge. Nice dodge.
I think Azaghal is going to play a knife here, hoping that AndreZot tries to go for the fang, wanting that point,
Yeah.
and Gnomic's second thing is a knife. So if I'm AndreZot, I play strength, if I can.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with you there.
Strength?
Into the knife.
Yeah, called it! I called it, AndreZot called it, we all called it, boom. Let's go.
I've been in this position before, and Azaghal will be kicking himself that he didn't play knife last round, because
Yeah.
he would have killed the vamp for it. Yeah, that sucks. But I mean, good Dracula play there to sort of suss that out. And now you fang. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, good.
Dodge also makes sense to his credit. So now, if I'm AndreZot, strength again if you have it,
Probably. You just want to keep this vamp alive. So
or
then
Mez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mez would be good. Yeah.
Okay, strength again, perfect.
Strength does the job. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What's the other item? That's what I don't understand. What is this other thing that Azaghal was just
Bang again.
concealing? Oh, it's the horse. Of course it's the horse. Oh god. I'm too tired. Of course it's a horse. Oh my goodness. So yeah, we know his entire hand now.
Okay.
Yeah, of course it's the horse. Yeah, thank you for
Well,
that.
this is lovely. So I hope that the hunters continue to try to kill this vamp and not ignore it. Let them waste a lot of time, take a lot of damage.
And just energy and time, right? That's the thing. It's fantastic. Yeah, no points still, but that vampire did a lot of work.
Yes.
And just I think just frustrating the hunters is really important.
Yeah. I'm very interested to see if Azaghal calls off the attempt here or not.
Yeah. You should see if there's a night fight or not.
Ooh, I just noticed Medking said that the game is $7 thanks to the Steam sale.
Of course, yeah.
Love a good Steam sale.
Spring sale started today, I think, or a couple of days ago. Yeah. So that's nice. Yeah.
Medking also says that 1 point is big right now. He really wants that fang, and he's right.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mina's going on to the double event counter location.
A little bit trigger happy. Oh, there's an escape route anyway. Wow. Oh.
He doesn't reveal the other one. Interesting.
Ooh, isn't it aristocratic then?
Now, since there's a lot of hunters around, that new vamp is much more killable.
Right. But what about this
So I guess that-
reckless, right?
No.
Maybe just take the reckless 4 points and then just. There's not a straightforward decision.
Yeah.
I think as hunters, I think yeah, I agree with that. I think as hunters, you call Dracula's bluff here a little bit and go, all right then, I'm not gonna. You mature this and lose your double encounter on Klausenberg. A double new vampire would be hilarious. And then why do you ambush with one? You ambush with two. I mean, it would be very funny. Oh, he's going for it. Oh my goodness.
Perfect. I love it.
Oh, no
right,
heroic leap.
Let's beat up Seward here.
Oh my god.
And Seward did not reveal his items earlier, right? When he was wolved?
No. Maybe.
So if I'm Drag, I'm going to be fanging. I'm going to assume there's a heavenly host here. And he might have intentionally done that to hide the items, but still.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay,
Damn.
nice.
Ambush with 1, think it's only 1, then get hit with 2. Yeah, I mean, that could be the way. AndreZot's always ambushing, so why would he not ambush with 2? Oh crap, there's 2 of them. And the escape route got used during the day, not at night, which I think is very crucial. I think you need to save escape routes for night fights. They're way more dangerous here. Plotting. Doesn't have a good hand. Oh!
Ah,
There's the knife.
that's unfortunate. Okay.
Oh well, never mind. So that whole thing about, oh, do you mature this or not? Irrelevant. Vampire is dead. I'm going to run a quick advert because we're coming close to 1. But I think this is a good point to run an ad, and then we'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay, very good.
Obviously, everyone who's subscribed, you'll still be able to watch along. Yeah, so now suddenly you got this situation where this new vamp can be ganged up on. So this is definitely not as much of a threat.
And the new vamp. Do you ambush in that situation when someone lands on it?
No, I don't think you do. I think you bait out the... well, Mina could use her day turn.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, tough game. This is yeah, definitely not clear because as I said at the beginning, like Azaghal is new, but if he gets the opportunity to jump on jump on drag, he will take it. I think just maybe at the moment, there's not been a lot of supplying of late, and I think that's a big issue here. Also, we don't know what sort of events. There's a lot of like, I don't want to say bad events. I don't mean them like that. But there's 3 newspapers, right? So you can argue you only really need the first one, maybe the second one, and then we had double escape route. You know what I mean? These are not the strongest things. You know, you're not sitting there with double renewed vigors, CGs, and double forewarns and all that sort of stuff. So
I haven't checked. Have we stopped seeing dawn prompts now that there's newspapers have gone off? That would be interesting to look at.
To be fair, the way the prompt is done now, there's always a prompt. But I guess the question is the prompt long or not? And you can maybe try and deduce something that way.
So let me think where he might be. He is okay. 1, 2, 3. If he's hiding in Valona, I would like that.
I don't like this rumor token because now you're saying to the hunters, all right, fine, we just leave Clasmo to mature then.
Yeah.
I'd rather put the rumor token 1 more space like left on the trail. But maybe there's a grand plan here that we're not aware of. Oh, could the other thing in Klausberg be a bat? So when somebody else moves on to try and deal with it with Mina, they get punted away?
That would be a great place for bats. Also, if Klausenberg... Oh, we're going to find out.
What
do we do now? Okay, we're ambushing.
Ambushing with... Again, I don't really like... Well, Mina's now lost a day action, so if this vamp survives...
Yeah.
Wouldn't work if Mina searches. Yeah, but... Oh, that'd be kind of an interesting effect with the whole delay. And, oh, no, I guess, because, yeah, that hunter would still be able... the hunter would still be able to... yeah, the hunter would still be able to be delayed for the combat because the bats doesn't trigger until after. Oh, that's kind of interesting. But imagine there's a second one. You wouldn't be able to deal with that one.
Yeah, that's actually kind of brilliant. If there is a second vamp. Or better yet, if the second thing is something like a hoax or a bodyguard or something that you want to mature for different reasons.
Fanging Mina.
Oh no! Oh,
does that hurt
how
him?
Rude.
Yes,
Tragically,
it does.
Yes.
Tragically, yes.
He wants the fang so bad, even on a new vamp where it won't do anything. Okay, well. Now I'm just going to hope that the second thing is something useful.
This new vamp can't survive here. I don't think. Because you can just play Rifle on Mina and then Knife on Seward and she dies.
Yes.
So yeah.
So just strength if you got it.
And just try and get a little bit of damage in. Yeah, that'll do.
Yep.
That'll do.
Very good.
Ah, these ambushes, they're not working. They're not working.
So I guess now, hmm.
That's why you don't ambush people. Oh, still didn't ambush with the other thing. Maybe it's an aristocratic. Maybe you can't ambush with it.
Yeah.
Unless it's a whole bait.
If it is another fighting vamp, and they're forced to search it at night, that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
If it's not, it could still be good, but
I mean, it's not the end of the
see.
world, right? Because if it did mature, then the ruler token would be wiped, but... Yeah, I'm not... If the hunters keep committing to deal the trail, I think you just say, okay, fine, you waste your precious night actions to try and search this. You're not healing, so even if it still dies... You know, if that same situation happened at night, well, Seward's now down 4 health, he can't heal again, he's gonna have to move... Okay.
Okay.
Now we got...
Walking on a layer, I like that for Drac.
Ooh! You're not gonna get the healing off
Interesting.
it, but that's gonna... Oh, that's just gonna make AndreZot's encounters even better. Yeah. You can throw out all the dud from that Dark Call, and now some really good stuff. That's massive. Oh, and you're... Oof.
And you're doing it to clear a lair. Right?
I mean,
why would you?
I mean, it makes sense, because Mina might have to step back onto it at some point. So, I don't necessarily disagree with that.
Yeah.
It's also instinctive, right? You're maybe not, at this stage, you're maybe not thinking about, is this a trail thing or is this a layer thing? You're just saying, oh, I can get rid of it. Right, I'll get rid of it.
Yeah, I suppose you can also just do a trade with Godalming, and even if you fake trade, AndreZot won't know whether Helsing or Godalming has the Heavenly Host. So I guess that's fine.
Right. And since the item deck's going to probably reset soon, you know, that other Heavenly Host now comes back into play.
It is aristocratic.
And there's a dogs,
Okay.
there's a dogs in there.
That's good to know. So Seward has a knife, a dog,
A horse.
a horse, and something else.
I guess it has to be a Heavenly Host, right? The third Heavenly Host?
Oh. Probably.
Because no Godalming doesn't have it, and Mina doesn't have it. Unless it's the last card in the deck.
Fangs asks, does Drac have an event yet left? And the answer is yes, he has one event left. He played a roadblock, he played a hidden schemes, and he has one event left.
I guess we don't know. Is this the original thing that he got? Or is this the thing from the hoax?
It's...
Wait, what was there was a vampiric influence. Oh, that was from a Night Supply. That was from a Night Supply vampiric influence. Roadblock was from the Dark
Oh, so
Call.
he's got 4.
Yeah, he got 4
He's
in
got
total
4
across
Drac
the
events
game.
this game.
Yeah.
Wow. That may be a record for our post-game forum stats.
Possibly. Yeah. Very possibly.
Fangs is guessing Devilish Power or Nocturnal Visit, and I'm gonna ditto the guess on Devilish Power. Which wouldn't be terrible here. Frees up some landing spots for going to sea, which I have to imagine will happen sooner or later.
Especially if we haven't seen any prompts, so those would be perfect.
I might be.
I don't know if his Swiftness does have a prompt.
Yeah.
In Rage we would know about.
2, 3,
Wild
4.
Horses we would know about. Custom Search we'd know about. I think False Tip we'd probably know. Can't be Seduction either. Oh, that's actually really risky. Seduction could have killed Mina if things had gone differently.
That would be fun. But Mina's searched a vamp already, though, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we know it's not that. So yeah, something. It has to be the Devilish or Nocturnal Visit, or it could be Unearthly Swiftness. Okay.
Okay. Not a huge surprise there. Another ambush.
Another ambush.
Why?
Before a rumor token. He really wants this point.
Maybe he just thinks that the hunters are gonna fight it, search it anyway, so...
Yeah.
I still don't agree with it.
No, I really don't either. Because then if Godalming searches, right, he's either gonna search it a day later, because he'll do it during the day, or if he searches during at night, he's then in this situation in the night phase, and even if this vampire dies, he can do so much damage to Gadami, then the other thing doesn't mature.
Yeah. Get off one claw, and there's 4 damage there. He's near death. Break a weapon. It's really hard to hit the rest of the vamps. Okay.
So Seduction Determinator is a Dracula card, which means when a hunter searches and it's a vampire on that space, Dracula can choose, if he so wishes, to not go through even if there's a stake, even as the whole process and everything in terms of fighting the vamp or discarding, none of that happens if Dracula chooses. The vampire gets removed off the trail, but it goes back into Dracula's hands. He doesn't actually lose it, it becomes off the trail, so it can't mature, but then the hunter gets bitten. So if it's Mina, she just instantly dies, because you can't save her with Great Strength because it's not combat.
Mina has a bite already. The second bite kills her.
Yeah. So it ignores the normal process of dealing with vampires, but you just bite the hunter. And then the vampire goes back into Dracula's hand. So if you do it on a non-rumored vamp, that's really nice. And then you get something rumoring behind it. The hunter would still keep the stake if they've tried to use a stake. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, Meking said it. Yeah. The joys of delays on Twitch. Strength. Into knife.
Yep. What's the definition of insanity? Same thing, different results, all that.
Yeah, doing the same thing and hoping for different results. Yeah, this is just not working.
Terminus says he's looking for the point of reckless fanging desperately, I think. Maybe a little bit of a mind game for
But Azaghal's just dodging every time.
AndreZot, yeah.
Yeah. But he's beating up, but Gadami's getting beaten up. Which then makes Gadami less of a threat to Dracula. It makes it then that the reckless, oh not the reckless, but the rumor token behind this is going to be harder to deal with.
Yep, you don't have strength.
Oh, snap! Oh, God.
Wow. The one time you could have fanged.
The Heavenly Host failed. Because the escape is missed. Damn.
Wow. That's funny.
And using that on a non-rumored vamp and all. Oh, well, now we know what Gadami's got. So he does have Heavenly Host. Where did he pick that up from? He must have supplied it in Budapest or something. Unless he didn't do it off the desecrated soil just to fake it. Oh, there's a lot of mind games going on here.
Yeah.
I can't keep track of it all. Oh, trade with Van Helsing?
And speaking of mind games...
there might have been a trade. Yeah, that's true.
I wonder if the rumor token on this is a bats, hoping to bat whatever hunter searches it into the vamp. I can see that.
Okay, if they traded, fair enough. I missed the trade.
This is just taking up so much time.
It is.
Huge win for Drac. And honestly, I would love to see Drac go across the Adriatic to southern Italy. Hard to get to. Then you can kill more time there.
Yep.
You know?
Oh, now Mina has the horse. Oh, no. Did she always have a horse? Oh, okay, so then I guess Suud either has the other Heavenly Host, or maybe Van Helsing supplied the last one right now. Yeah, Mina did have a horse. Yeah, okay. I think I saw running one without the horse for quite a long time. It's kind of... But yeah, it makes sense, right? Because you went from Venice to Zagreb. Yeah. And then didn't Psychic Scan. That makes sense. So where's Drac now? Athens? It's always Athens.
I am hoping it's Valona and he's gonna take one fewer C move. Stay in South, because Southern Italy is just a great place to be right now. It'll kill more time. It'll be, you can, if you still have vamps, you can put some vamps down there that might mature, or at least distract the hunters, right? And then you can do CAG. You can just kill a lot of time if you move slowly east to west. I think.
Do you go Black Sea Coast? He's now in Salonika or in Valona? Ah, maybe. Maybe. Another week 5 game? I don't think it's going to be week 5. But it's definitely going to be a long one. since Dracula hasn't obtained many points. So unless he suddenly gets like a massive 7 points here. But no, I think because of the way this game's panning out, all the Huns have committed over here, so they're not going to be able just to sit up and supply lots, which will mean Dracula can just land a lot more easily. The problem with the game last night was Dracula was in a real awkward spot trying to outrun hunters that were just supplying their way through the entire deck. So, yeah, I don't think it's going to be a week 5 game, but it will definitely get to week 4, that's for sure. Unless something 200 suddenly die right now that we don't expect to happen.
If Valona is a hide under fog, I would kind of like that. One other thing I'm noticing, Rome is still a lair.
Oh, is he gonna go
All
back?
the other layers are kind of in the east and have been kind of cycled through. Rome has stayed there the whole time, which is an interesting thing, I think. Which might, suggest that he might want to go back there.
But what was if he gets CG'd? Oh, I guess he could go to Ionian, so it doesn't matter. I was going to say, what is the affiliation with Cagliari? Will AndreZot avoid Cagliari at all costs, or only in real life?
It would be deeply ironic if he went there.
And
But it would be
won the game.
Helpful. Yeah, it would be helpful in this situation.
Yeah, I think so. There's also different things he can do here.
And Azaghal continues to focus on the trail.
And continues to ambush.
This is... Man! Same thing!
Deja vu. We've had a lot of combat this game. Some games you get no combat at all.
Yeah.
We're getting our money's worth out of this. Come on, you get the... There we go!
Yeah.
He got the point!
He got the point, he got his fangs!
He got the point, people!
You know... I made it. I love it. Wow.
He did it, people. He did it. Can we get some applause in the chat? There we go. Oh. Oh.
Redeemed. Scott's a redeemed applause. Noise.
He got his 1 point out of 30. Look at that. No, Vampire Lair's not made an appearance yet. Oh.
Okay.
That's a dead vamp.
Maybe it's a dead vamp, but honestly, right, I'm fine. Lose the Heavenly Hosts.
Yeah.
Get rid of these hunters, things that they could be using to fight Drac. They still have all this trail to clear. I love it.
It's not the rumored one. Vampire Lair could be in the discard pile. It is not. So Vampire Lair, yeah, imagine he got all that work to get the point, and then Azaghal used Vampire Lair just to remove 1 point. He died a hero, yeah, that Reckless Vampire was an absolute champ. He did everything that all the others couldn't do. So there you go, Sophie, if you're still here. The thermometer's going up very slowly, but it's there. I'll pay for the posture check. I do need it. Oh dear.
Thermometer is rising. We are above freezing.
Oh, I really don't like Van Helsing moving here. I can just see... this is classic Hunters getting sucked into the east here, and then Dracula just escapes. And then you could even just go Adriatic wolf form to Milan or something, and the Hunters fight it... oh my goodness. Where are you off to? Oh, okay, he did go Black Sea coast. Oh, that puts him even further out of the way. Oh, wow. I mean, good job for finding it, but this is just... the dream. The dream for Dracula here. Constanta, Varna, Sofia. Yeah, it could be in Valona now, or it could be in Athens now. Yeah.
Athens is fine, but I'm hoping for Valona.
Honestly, I think Athens is still fine, because you just go to Turin anyway, then Wolfram to Marseille, and they're all so far away from you. Oh, it's another fake rumor. Oh my god.
Not the worst thing it could be for hunters, but still, it's going to kill more time.
Yeah.
Slow down the whole process.
Yeah. Indeed.
So now he has to be in Athens, right?
Yeah, it has to be in Athens now.
Unless he could go back west.
Could be.
That wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, imagine if he's in
A little
Zagreb now.
bit riskier.
If he's just running through here, that would just be amazing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could be in Munich now. As far as Munich,
Yeah.
I have to imagine. I mean, I don't have enough of a memory of
Well, I
which
mean,
hunter was where, if that path was even viable. But
Van Helsing was in Budapest all this time. Mina was in Belgrade. I think she went down via Szeged. No worries to terminate it. See you tomorrow for the bagpipes. We've got a bagpipe only stream tomorrow.
I like Fangs just kind of give us some variety combatants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same old tricks
Oh,
over and over.
Yep.
Well, at least for AndreZot outside the board, it's working. Yeah, if
Yeah.
Dracula, I think Gadami has to be. I don't think you go Divana here. Yeah, I like this move.
Oh, he did go west.
He went
That move
west.
tells-
Oh my.
That move tells Godalming a lot.
Ah,
Hunters
wow.
know roughly where he probably is, but now you're in Munich. You can just wolf
Yeah.
right now. Hunter's gonna have no idea where you are.
You've got a whole week of trail to
And they're
deal
gonna be
with.
really far from you. We could trail to deal with.
That's
Yeah.
mental. So yeah, he's in Munich
Wow.
now. That's ridiculous.
What in a great position. And you know here, is there a pop-up for summon storms?
When you first draw it. When you first draw
Okay.
it. But it's so easy to miss if it's in during the Dracula phase. Oh, another ambush.
Wow.
And the thing is, right, Van Helsing was sitting there in Budapest. If he hadn't moved us again, he could just supplied, and he would have got evil presence, and it would have hit, or local rooms, it would have hit Dracula right then.
So I don't think it's summon storms, but it would be funny if it would be just like last game when he played Randiv, and he went to Britannia late in the game and did summon storms to block off the route.
Yeah. So this is just a
Okay,
case of
perfect
hunters
law.
being too passive. They let this southern gap open up, and Dracula just went, alright, I'll just walk through here then. Leisurely stroll, as
Yeah.
Met King says, yeah.
Yeah, if the hunters are always going for the last line in the trail,
Yeah.
you can do that.
Yeah, that's why you have to really sort of spread out, and I think it is a really difficult thing to... Oh, dead vamp. Oh, another dead vamp. Goodness
Yep.
sake.
It's unfortunate.
Stop ambushing! Stop ambushing on Resort. You could have got him
Yeah.
into a night fight and break his stuff. He might not have searched
he's-
it anyway, but still.
Yeah.
I think this is the thing, like, in that Hunter Tips and Tricks video I did a while back, I did say... the problem is it's such a vague concept in terms of when do you go for the trail and when do you go for Drac, and when do you start switching priorities, but to be in this position in week 3 when you got essentially a full, and I mean it's not quite, but a full week of trail to deal with, that's too passive. There wasn't enough efficient clearing. The lack of stakes was a huge issue. Oh, dogs. Oh,
Okay. That actually worked.
dogs on doggos.
Now in this case, I wonder if I'm AndreZot, I think I'd probably go to Zurich here, and then wolf from Zurich. You probably don't even need the wolf form now.
I don't think you even need the wolf form for ages because you know Van Helsing doesn't have horses.
Yeah.
And even with renewed vigor, they're going to really struggle to catch you. I mean, yeah. Excellent weather on Godalming? Possibly. But then, even then, I mean, you can't excellent weather and then horse.
Yeah. I guess if there's another sense of emergency, you can sense of emergency then move one. But the one I mean is not going to do it.
No.
So if Godalming had one, that could do the trick. That's pretty much the only thing renewed vigor and sense of emergency could get Godalming there. Or Seward there. Seward could charter carriage and then horse to Zurich. It's possible.
4. Oh, he's okay. No, never mind. I was just
Okay,
taking the
that's
wolf
fine,
form,
he's taking it now.
and I kind of respect that because
That's fine, yeah.
Munich wolf form's pretty good. You're getting even further away, gives you more options. You can kind of hide a lot better. Then,
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. A lot depends on what Varna is. If Mina can deal with it solo. Yeah,
And it's possible that the thing after Sophia is yet another vamp, which could clear the wolf form.
yeah, yeah. The problem is now the hunters know where you are, but it might be too late for the hunters. That's the problem. They've caught on to it too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this one's gonna finish at time kick. Don't you worry. The stream's been going for 2 hours, but there was like 20 minutes at the beginning where there wasn't a game. So yeah, this is playing. Yeah, not the fastest game, but at the same time we got 2 newer players, especially on hunters, so it's understandable. It's a little bit slower. It's not been.
Yes.
It's not been a bore to watch by any stretch of the imagination.
All right, no more ambushes all of a sudden.
No. I think AndreZot might have learned his lesson here that the
maybe
ambushes
they're all...
aren't doing it, or maybe there's no maybe there's no vamps to ambush with anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, there are 3 in the discard pile. Unless there's one in Varno. Oh, it could just be aristocratics. Yeah. That might be it. But now suddenly you've dealt with the whole trail if you deal with these 3 encounters tonight. But the problem is then you got to try and find Dracula. No hypnosis because Mina's too far away. Oh, so oh wait.
Now we're not dealing with the trail.
Now we're not dealing with the trail. Yeah, so it's healing. I mean, it makes.
Wow.
Oh man. Oh, the one time you actually. Oh, there's a bats in Munich. Oh damn.
Okay.
Is Vienna still a
Unfortunately, you
lair?
can't bat into Zagreb anymore.
But Vienna's a lair though.
Still. Oh, Vienna is a lair. Terminus says AndreZot did the right thing. Oh, okay. It's fine. It made sense when AndreZot placed that. Obviously, and now the effect is actually not that helpful because Mina was going to be useless anyway. But
Well, she does have
when
horses.
AndreZot was there,
She does have horses, so she could, if Suid stays still one turn, she could rail onto him and then play Hypnosis. If they suddenly have Hypnosis, I'm not saying they do have Hypnosis, but just in case. But now she's never going to be able to play it.
also oh, he could Dark Call again here. Oh, okay.
No, he's moving.
Okay, but the encounter deck's about to reset again, and that fog is going back in.
No, that's pretty big. Not that I think it's very unlikely he's going to get drawn, because there's a lot of cards that are going to get reshuffled. There's like 17, but you never know. And there's still one in AndreZot's hand. That's the thing.
Yes.
So Drax going to do it the hard way here and just move in the 4th week to obtain the points, but it's looking good. He's got quite a bit of distance, but you never know. The hunters, if they get their movement going, they just suddenly jump on him, then there could be trouble.
Yeah, I think he just hugs the coast. If they ever get close to him, he can move away. That's what I would do.
Yeah. Marseille, Clermont-Ferrand, then go to like Bordeaux maybe. Oh, wait, what?
Very strange.
Well, no, okay, no, that is a wolf form location from Munich.
A mob, okay. Well, that's a useful event here.
I guess the
It
problem
discards a pistol.
you don't want Dracula suddenly backtracking on you being sneaky, but the problem is now that you've done that, Suid's now more out of position than what he could have been.
And Sarajevo's almost certainly going to mature. Unless the hunters waste a ton of time.
Yeah. Actually, I think Dark Calling there was going to be a bad idea, because then you guarantee the one hunter who's definitely going to be supplying is Mina, and then she's not picking up a hunter event. Because she could have drawn scouts. But then if you got a hunter event on top, she's not drawing it.
Right. You mean a Drac event?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's drawing a Drac event, so she's not getting anything out of it. So that's why it's Drac there. You don't want to take that Drac event off the top. So actually, Drac events on the top are actually advantageous for Dracula here. Well, Dracula could just Dark Hole and feed, but still. You wouldn't get points for it.
Yeah. But yeah, Dark Calling and feeding would take him back to full health and give him another event, and then he could move once he's in Fury mode. So it would have made some sense, but
Yeah.
I do take your point about not giving Mina a hunter event.
I think it's,
Certainly creating more uncertainty about where he could be is also quite important. So
yeah. And the thing
Take that.
is, can't remember when that wolf form happened. Had Van Helsing already vacated Zaghad? Because there could have been a wolf form from Munich to Zaghad, so it doesn't actually rule out the east that well, but we've got 7 Drac cards in the discard pile.
okay,
Not Marseille.
which I like because that's the easiest one to get to. I think I would like, going to Strasbourg. If you went to Strasbourg, I would like that because it's, it keeps uncertainty about which way you're going. I guess in fairness, there's a lot of different advantageous things to do. Going to Frankfurt would also be really nice from Munich in that situation.
Yep. So yeah, as
A lot of good choices.
Megan's pointed out, this is now where Fury of Dracula kicks in, so every time Dracula makes a land move from now on, he gains 3 points. That thermometer is going to be rising at quite a pace. Ooh, where are you off to? Oh, to maybe like Brussels?
Brussels. That's not a bad idea, right? Because then he's definitely going to be. He's much more likely to be near Dracula no matter which way he went.
Yeah, he's kind of spreading out.
I like that play. And you could land on his trail.
Problem is, he could have
easily.
He could have wolf formed to Florence.
Oh, he's checking Frankfurt. I guess he sensed my idea. I might have gone to Frankfurt. I like that play, Azaghal, even though it didn't work out.
Oh, Rome's been removed, by the way, so maybe he's down into Italy now.
Ooh.
Wolf formed to Florence, and then Rome, and then you just mosey around in the boot for a bit. You're going to run out of space. Clermont-Ferrand's not on the trail. Oh, so he didn't go Geneva, Clermont-Ferrand. He could have gone Geneva, Paris. So hard. You need to try and... Yeah. Do you check the wolf form location or try and find places thereafter?
How many events were there? Hunters have so few events. I was saying, I wonder if there's a surprising return because you can get another search out of it, which could be helpful for him. But hunters have so few events.
Imagine Sarajevo's a vamp here. He'll get 7. He gets 7 points in just one Drac phase. He can get wolf form again.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Jonathan on top of things as ever. Oh, poor Harker. He gets so much grief.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see what Sarajevo is. Hopefully it's not like a rats or something. Hopefully it's something that'll actually have a useful, mature effect.
Tangible effect on this game. One way or
Even
the other.
wolves could be helpful because you could hit Seward with it.
Yeah, I think we've had both of them. I think. I'm not confident about it. I think
Mob would be bad.
Yeah, mob wouldn't be useful.
But we haven't seen any bodyguards yet. That could be nice.
If there's a combat imminent, then yeah, we could. Van Helsing's very weak here. He could get pounced on, depending on the situation. I mean, yeah, Aggie is here, but then they are lacking in events. So you know what I mean? They're not going to have Heroic Leap and Lose Revenge and another planned ambush and Forewarned. You know, they're going to have only some of those things. So AndreZot might be able to play around them. So I guess we're going to find out what Sarajevo is. He's maturing it. Oh, it's another vamp, but he didn't actually ambush. Oh, wow.
Wow.
The fucking mind games. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that is deeply ironic. Okay, well, Drac's about to be at 8.
Yeah, that's huge. Oh, just throw the salt in the wounds, and now you put in the You pop a Rumor token actually on a real vamp. Oh, because now you've lost the wolf form location, so you have to find out 3 spaces after Munich, not 2.
Oh man, this is why everyone loves AndreZot. It's just too funny.
Oh, and then that's Azaghal's reference too. That's amazing. Oh, the banter's been great between these two. It's been a really tough game for Azaghal, but to be able to write that comment in after everything that's happened.
Love some good banter. Okay, Godaming on the move. Where's it gonna be?
Could find him still. That's the thing. Oh,
Yeah.
where are you off to? Oh, you're not going to know. That's the problem. You're committing there before you actually know if that's the right direction. I think Sud should go there. I think Godaming should be heading off in this direction because you got Godaming.
I agree.
They crisscross each other, right? Where's Sud going to go now? That's useful. Back to Marseille, where Godaming just came from. Godaming could have jumped on him, potentially in like Bordeaux or Nantes or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vampire.
Now imagine if not there. Did you just go straight west? Strasbourg, Paris, Nantes? In which case Godaming could have jumped on him?
How many vampires is in AndreZot's deck? Yeah, about 632.
Wow, we're still not finding them. Sneaky.
Well, because
do you go Geneva, Paris, Le Havre, or not? Like, do you go to Geneva?
Because the problem is Strasbourg would be, if that was the wolf form location, as you suggested at one point, that'd be wiped off the trail now.
Oh, you're right. I'm silly me. Yes. Oh, that makes this quite tricky.
Yeah, it's so difficult. This is why you need like a hypnosis or like Mina. It's so hard to say, but Mina shouldn't have come over here. Mina had to be over here to then put off the idea of Dracula just walking through, or you could then counter and chase after and try and psychic scan and find him after he's used the wolf form. But
I also think that AndreZot or Adam probably should have. Well, they probably should have prioritized. No, I was about to say should prioritize finding the wolf form location earlier, but I take that back. He's been fairly good about it.
Because the problem is
now check the right spots.
The problem is now it's been wiped off the trail, right? Godaming has to move another day before he realizes it's not Italy, and Van Helsing has to move another spot before he realizes it's not Strasbourg.
Yeah,
I mean, it has to be Strasbourg. There's like, I mean, unless it was Florence, there's nowhere else. I mean, I think they've ruled out everywhere. Oh, it could have been Geneva, Paris, to be honest. But now it's too late because he has to catch Godaming. Yeah. Oh, never mind.
Love it. Chef's kiss. It also could have been like Genoa, Venice, or something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's game. I love it.
Well, is Dracula going to use this Arnovi Swifters to feed or to get maximum IDS, or just going to take the win?
Take the win. It's only 1 point difference.
Oh, it's only 1 point difference.
Yeah. Love it. Great job, AndreZot.
Yeah,
Love it.
He was in Nantes, like I was saying. He was up in this area.
Yeah.
Oh. 14 IDS win. Damn, that is very impressive. Look at you.
Yeah.
That's like 29 IDS your team's accumulated this week.
29 IDS 1 week. I love it.
Oof. Yeah, I think there we saw the case of sort of like the sort of experience disparity coming in a little bit, I feel. They both played well, but I think, yeah, AndreZot was able to sort of take advantage a little bit there of the slight inexperience on the Hunter side.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thermometer is full. Dracula won. We actually needed some Dracula wins. The Hunters have been bossing it so far this tournament.
Yep, that'll balance things out just a little bit. Okay.
So yeah, it was just a case of like from a hunter perspective, like the hunters was just very obsessively clearing the trail, which is a good habit to get into, so you don't have anything mature. But then the problem is you're just losing so much time, and you're not. If you've got a couple people dealing with the trail, at least the other two then have to be back and trying to replenish and get those supplies going. But I don't think the hunters supplied beyond... I'm being slightly flippant, but beyond the first week. And it looks like they didn't supply strong stuff. You know, they did get a lot of hunter events early. I played badly, but I've also had the worst supply situation. I've never seen items so unevenly distributed. Well,
Yeah.
that is definitely something that can
also-
happen. Yeah.
Yeah, but I do think you get a lot of time to rearrange them.
Yeah. I think there's a case where you have to then... you just have to say... I'm sacking off this trail. I'm going to prioritize on me. I'm going to get my ducks in order. So then, even if I do end up being a hoax down and 4 points down or whatever it ends up being, I'm in the strongest position possible to then punish. And because then you can kill Dracula even if he's on 12 influence. If you kill him, that's the game done. You've won. Whereas I think here what ended up happening was it seemed like Azaghal wasn't really trying to fix the situation and was just kept moving into more and more and more and more trail, which is then the problem. Was saying I just had no vamps at the beginning, and they all got stacked. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the thing, like, clearing the trail is important, but you have to be efficient about it. And I think AndreZot helped him out a little bit also as well, in terms of the, some of the ambushes they didn't come off well, but it's really hard. But you end up, I mean, we've seen it so many times before where Huns get sucked into the east a lot, and then Dracula gets out one way or the other, and you're stuck there. I mean, to be fair, the Huns did actually move. They got a shift on. But then the Sarajevo thing matured, so that wiped away the wolf form, so they couldn't find out where that space was. I believe you also forgot that the hoax matured had the deck reshuffled. Yeah, I think that was definitely something that caught Azaghal again. Yeah.
Yep.
I think Azaghal got 3 events out of that Mystic Research, but yeah. No, I think Vampiric Influence was pretty important, actually. It was just for inefficiency. Mina got pushed away onto a place he didn't put. He got 5 Mystic Researchers. Oh, well. Okay. Well, then I don't know why... Well, I don't know. That's tricky.
That's why I gotta count them, I suppose.
Yeah. I guess then you wouldn't need to need to night supply then, because you only had 6 guaranteed at the bottom, unless you're just risking it and trying to get, you know, that last horse or something, as you were suggesting. But yeah, I think that kind of yeah, I think that's the thing. Even if the Hunters are supplying and they gain lots of events at the beginning, because there weren't many Dracula cards in the discard when that hoax went off, but I think you got Unearthly Swiftness out of it, which is definitely a good one. But
oh yeah,
sometimes the Hunters get bad stuff, and I mean, escape routes can be good, but they're not actively helping to clear the trail in any way. They're not killing Dracula. If you're not getting your renewed vigors and CGs and stuff, as Dracula, you can kind of outrun that a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. So I think there also probably should have been some more supplying in there.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of events.
Yeah. That's kind of always the metric we look at. I know there's a hoax mature, and that kind of messes things up a little bit. But you always look at the event deck, because the item deck you're always going to get through. You look at the event deck, and you see how far through into that deck the Hunter's got. So I think we could really compare, like, what happened tonight and what happened last night with Pizza Wizard, right? I know that was almost unprecedented, but Pizza Wizard got through the entire event deck. And then
He did it in one of the games with me last year. It's wild.
It's mental. Yeah.
I don't know how he does that.
It's something I just seem to be...
And the game yesterday, he got through like a third of the deck the second round.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's like the key difference. We see it, but then when here, I don't know how many events were left in the deck, but there's like maybe 45? Maybe 45, 50 cards. That's huge. That is just such a big difference. And then that's the thing. as a hunter, the more and more big events you have in your hand, you don't need to get lucky so much. You don't need that slice of luck in one combat. You don't need, you know, because you're going to just end up with so much stuff, you're going to overwhelm Dracula. And that's kind of the deal. And I know there were some really tricky moments in that game. You know, there was a whole reckless fight. If all it took was a Fang, and that could have maybe got a Dracula win or higher IDS. But, you know, I think that's the thing. Supplying wins you the game. And if the hunters aren't supplying, they can still win, because they can just have lots of good stuff and surprise Dracula. But AndreZot was just very much in control of this game, even though he was losing vampires to all these ambushes and stuff. AndreZot was in control, and saw out the victory. Didn't do anything ridiculously reckless, like his vamps, and just saw out the win, and very impressive. So 3-1 now for the Carbonara special. I'm gonna have to try and beat Strider to try and at least. Not even thinking about matching IDS. I think that's going to be impossible, but at least try and match your win-loss record. But I can't guarantee I'm going to beat Strider. I haven't been practicing. I haven't had time. So I could easily get my comeuppance. So
He's good. He's not been playing a lot. He is the least one to face, because he knows all my secrets now from all of our practice.
You do play a lot.
He's wily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because for some reason we both like to play at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on weekdays.
So you're the only ones awake. So I mean, that's a good way to do it. That's how it was like with Mr. Green and myself and Roscoe back in the day. Oh well. Do you have any other concluding thoughts apart from obviously very pleased with your teammates' victory?
Nope. Just happy to be here. This is fun, and go AndreZot. We're keep on moving. Very proud of you. You nailed it. Fantastic.
Nice. That's a good way to end. And thank you to everybody who's been watching this on Twitch. It's been really good fun. Nice variety crowd. And thank you to everybody who's watching this back on YouTube after the fact. And we'll see you for another game very soon. I know there's another game on tonight. Mech King's playing a game, and then I think there's one maybe. Oh, I'm playing Strider on Saturday. I think there's maybe a match tomorrow. Which I can't stream, but there's loads of Fury of Dracula, so there's all over the place. If you're on YouTube, go into the description, you'll find links to everybody who records, including Stuffaluffagus, my epic co-commentator for this game. But all the links are there for the playlist and all the people who record, and okay, Fangs is going to be streaming Mech King's game. Cool. So that'll be starting shortly. And before we go, because I forgot to do this last time, we'll say thank you to everybody for watching, and let's go and raid one of our fellow Fury of Dracula community members. Worm Talon is streaming, so let's go and say hi to Worm Talon. Come on, we have to do it. Love it.
I think is he playing that Suikoden remake?
I think he is.
It's really interesting. It seems like a game I would enjoy. So
Yeah, it is. Suikoden remaster. Yeah.
I never played the original.
Mech King's teammate,
very well
of
regarded.
course. Yeah.
Yeah.
No worries, thank you everybody for joining. Come on, let's all hop into Worm Talon, give a huge warm raid hype and all that sort of stuff. And thank you Snuff for joining. It's been good fun. We'll see you when we meet in the tournament at some point. Oh, but I guess we'll be facing AndreZot. But we'll be facing off soon. And take care everybody. Thank you very much for watching.
Arrivederci.
And we'll see you soon.